Hi, this is Sarah Vella with StartupLucky.com, and I am at the 140 Twitter conference in LA at the Skirball Center, and I'm here with Nick Halstead. Hi, Nick. And Nick, you're with TweetMeme.
Yes.
Which is huge.
It's getting bigger, yeah.
When did TweetMeme start?
Good question. It actually was first launched early 2008 in the early days of Twitter, and we built it as a weekend project, and then we left it to languish for a good 9 months until February this year, where we basically revamped it and added the retweet button that's become very popular. And we then when we saw that Twitter was becoming a great place to source real-time news, we basically put all our efforts into just TweetMeme, and since then it's grown from 0 to 84 million buttons a day.
So for people who don't understand how it works, or they've maybe seen the button but they don't really connect it with TweetMeme, can you explain just basically how it works?
So the retweet button is a great thing for publishers to put on their blog, and it basically allows people to retweet stories. But really, what's behind the scenes is we're collecting how many links point at a particular story from Twitter. So if you share a photo on Flickr and then a load of your friends share that, we count how many times that link has been shared, and the button just shows you how many retweets of that link there are. And we only count unique retweets, i.e. you can't cheat it, because if you, as one person, keep retweeting the same story, it has no effect. It's kind of one vote, one person.
And how are you different from, say, a social bookmarking site like Dig, which sort of has some of the same principles?
Yeah, Dig is crowdsourced, and you could argue that Twitter is a crowdsourcing tool, but we count ourselves as a aggregation tool in that we collect like nearly 1.5 million stories from Twitter every single day, and we rank them all based upon everyone's behaviour of sharing those. So there's a lot of crossovers between a number of different services, but I think we're unique in what we're doing in terms of ranking stories based upon the users. And on Twitter there we have a kind of internal value of how we rank each Twitter user in terms of their worthiness as someone who shares news. So we look at the kind of their behaviour of whether they discover great news before, what's their follower count, i.e. if they follow 10,000 people and only 10 people follow them back, we don't really kind of rank them very highly.
Right on.
But if they're been on Twitter a reasonable amount of time, with good proof that as such that they share good things, then they can basically have a big effect on a story. So if a whole load of good users retweet a story, it can go very quickly onto our front page. So we count ourselves as probably one of the fastest ways of sourcing a particular story out of Twitter. So if something like when the plane went into the Hudson, I think we got that about 6 or 7 minutes before any of the news agencies became aware of it, purely that even though they were unknown people as such on Twitter that were sharing that tweet pic, the fact that the velocity of how they were sharing it and that they were valid users meant we could actually find that story. Because we don't care about the source of where it's coming from, we care about the people.
What's in the pipeline for you? What's coming up?
So next is, we already have lots of categories of content where we filter all those millions of links into entertainment, technology. We're going to give the power to filter that news to the users. So we call it channels. So if you were interested in making your own Nokia N55 channel or whatever else, that if you had a set list of subjects you were interested in, you can use our engine to basically pick out all those bits of news and make yourself your own channel to read, and then you can share that with your friends as well.
And you can put that in your RSS feeds.
You can make an RSS feed out of it. You can, do all the usual social media things with it. But the idea is to give the power of the filtering to yourself. When there's so much content out there, people want to filter out all that, rubbish. People are really starting to like real-time news delivery, but the problem with it is noise. So we're trying to make it so that you can filter it out.
Very good. Well, thanks very much, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your conference.
Thank you very much.
Bye, Nick.